Can you tell me a little bit more about your personal leadership journey?
So my personal leadership journey starts off with tragedy. And the bottom line is that I flunked the fourth grade. I was dyslexic. I was the worst kid in the class. I was in a Catholic school where, you know, getting paddled was, a way that they wanted to motivate you to really step up and work harder, et cetera. And so I was a hot mess, and I was one of five children. And, it didn't start out good. It was a tough early childhood. And then I found sports, and I found my love of life in a place where I could be successful. And then I started to build that mindset that, you know what, I, I can do better. I, I I I have potential. And then I had a teacher in the sixth grade be able to talk to me, and he says, Toni, when you talk, you use very big words, but when you write, everything is very simple. Why is that? And I said, because I can't spell it and I get marked off. And he said, okay, I want you to write one item and one page and use all the words you want to use, and don't worry about the spelling. And he gave me an A plus. And he said it was a great story, and all we need to do is we need to figure out why you can't spell. And that's when I got diagnosed, so sixth grade. But then I had the sports by then. So building from that, was able to be a little bit more um, effective in being able to do schoolwork. I got better grades. And then I got into student council in high school. I played more sports. And then I graduated at the top of my class with A's. So I was a Title IX first year when it first came out 50 years ago. And I qualified for scholarships in Florida. I wanted to get as far away from the family of five children that I could, and went to school in Florida, went to FIU, and just had a wonderful time being successful. Then I came out, and my next journey was, okay, now you finish school, now you got to get a job. There were no jobs at the end of 1979, downturn in the economy. Here I had a bachelor's, high honors. It was great, but you know what? No job. So I started off as a payroll clerk at El Torito at like $900 a month. It's just awful. But I learned, and I kept progressing in my career. I had a good reputation. And when other people would get promoted, they pulled me with them. They wanted me on their team, and we had built up that trust. And so from there, just going from industry to industry for people that I worked with before, I ended up, going all the way to CFO Leadership Council, being a CFO for 21 years. I've done mergers, acquisitions, public companies, private companies, all the rest of it. So my journey is really about those stepping stones that I made over a long journey, and started off not in a good place. And now that's why I have so much compassion for others, is I know how hard that struggle is.